The injustice here is that we keep pouring money into the system of incarceration that does nothing to solve the root causes of why Atlanta is the #1 city for racial income inequality in the country, for why we continue to be held to poverty, for why we continue to not invest in mental health crisis services or addiction.
Thank you. Next will be Devin Barrington Ward. Due to yielded time, you'll have up to 10 minutes.
If someone will please circulate these around, this is a resolution from the people of the city of Atlanta. Good afternoon, Atlanta and members of the City Council, my fellow Atlantans, and most importantly, the people who make this city what it is. I stand before you today because at this moment, there's something bigger than any single decision that will be made in these chambers. This moment is about the future of public safety, the future of our communities, and the power of the people. Let me say this clearly. The power is not yours. It belongs to the people of this city. As Brother Malcolm X said, you cannot separate peace from freedom because no one can be at peace unless he or she has freedom. And that's why we are here today, because our freedom, our peace, and our justice are on the line. But we cannot have true justice if the people's voices are being suppressed, if the systems that claim to protect us are the very ones that harm us. Just talk to Devon's mom. Let's talk first about the crisis with PAD. I appreciate the leadership of Councilmember Bakhtiari. Let's talk about policing alternatives and diversion initiatives and why we're in this fight. PAD is more than just services. It's the embodiment of what public safety should be in Atlanta. People-centered, compassionate, and transformative. They answer the calls that traditional law enforcement are not equipped to handle. They are saving lives. They are reducing harm and diverting Atlantans from the scourge of the criminal legal system. PAD is showing us what it means to invest in our people, what it means to invest in public safety, what it means to actually keep us safe without violence, without jail cells, without sentences, but with services and compassion and care. But we are here fighting for some funding for something that we know already works. PAD has received a contract award in July, but the city has delayed and left them unfunded since July 1st. Shame. And while we are sitting here waiting for the bureaucratic red tape to be unraveled, PAD is continuing to do the work. How many of y'all will continue to do the work without pay? Unpaid, they do this work because they know that it saves lives. That's what it means to be a first responder in this city. We say Atlanta is a beacon of progress, but what kind of city lets one of its most transformative pieces of public safety programs wither away due to red tape, delays, and a lack of urgency? People have gone around the country campaigning, building political careers on the backs of these progressive policies that the people of Atlanta have pushed for, not this body. We say Atlanta is the beacon of progress, but every day we delay, we put more people's lives at risk. When our communities are in crisis, they call 311 because they know PAD will show up. Every day that we delay, we fail them and we fail this city. Public safety isn't just police. It's not more cops. It's more care. Let's be clear, PAD is about rethinking public safety, and when Dr. Martin Luther King said injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, he wasn't just talking about the courts. He was talking about injustice in our streets, in our communities, and in the ways that we approach public safety. The injustice here is that we keep pouring money into the system of incarceration that does nothing to solve the root causes of why Atlanta is the #1 city for racial income inequality in the country, for why we continue to be held to poverty, for why we continue to not invest in mental health crisis services or addiction. PAD stands in the gap and says that we can do better. But what truly is unjust in this city is the refusal to fully fund them. Yes, we have given them a stopgap measure, but PAD has been underfunded from the start. They don't operate 24 hours a day. They don't operate 7 days a week. How are they supposed to be an alternative in this public safety system if they are not funded to truly be an alternative? And by my account, that means that their budget should look like something like the $258 million that we spend with the Atlanta City Police Department. That means it's an alternative. That's fully funding PAD. You think I'm exaggerating, but let me quote someone else who knew what it meant to fight for liberation. Ashada Shakur said that nobody in the world, nobody in history has ever gotten their freedom by appealing to the moral sense of the people who are oppressing them. Now let's talk about the fight for Cop City, a fight that has become a symbol of this city's values. The city of Atlanta leased 381 acres of ancestral indigenous land, destroying the sacred forest to build a militarized police training facility. Let me ask you this. How does destroying a forest in the middle of climate change make us any more safe in the city of Atlanta? When 116,000 people sign a petition demanding that the city stop the destruction of the Weelaunee Forest, they aren't just saying no to Cop City. They're saying yes to a future where we invest in our environment and we invest in the people of the city, not militarization. They are saying yes to a future where we do not need to train the police with high-capacity rifles in order to maintain order on our streets. They are saying yes to a city where public safety means protecting our environment, our land, and our communities, all communities, not just communities on certain parts of town. And yet, instead of listening to the 116,000 people, your own constituents, Mr. Mayor, you have chosen to appeal the petition, stonewalling the very people you are elected to serve. This isn't democracy, this is cowardice. As Fannie Lou Hamer said, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And well, the people of this city are sick and tired of being ignored, and we won't stand for it anymore. Democracy means listening to the people of this city. Democracy is not just a process, it's a promise. It's a love letter to the people of the city of Atlanta. It's a promise that the voices of the people will be heard. It's not just about votes, it's about power. The power that belongs to the people, not this body. And what do we see? 116,000 people have spoken. More people than have voted for any mayor in the city of Atlanta. They signed a petition calling for a vote on Cop City, and instead of respecting that, this administration has appealed it. That's not a bureaucracy of foot dragging, it's voter suppression. When you deny the people of this city the right to decide our future, you are refusing to verify their signatures. When you push through this project that they don't want, you undermine the very foundations of democracy. And we won't stand for it. Now, I will acknowledge my allies, but we're also going to hold leadership accountable in this city. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the allies on council, those of you who have stood for justice, who have fought alongside the people of this city for better public safety solutions, environmental protections, and for democracy. Your courage matters, and we see you. But let me be clear. This isn't just about those of us who are on the right side of history. It's about holding this administration accountable for the choices it has made. The choice to delay funding to PAD, the choice to suppress the voices of 116,000 people, the choices to continue investing in the militarization of our city instead of the people of this city. We cannot and we will not let these injustices continue to go unchecked. Militarization is not the solution. You think Cop City is going to make us any more safe. You think building a facility for militarized vehicles and high-powered weapons is going to protect our communities. Let me remind you that militarized policing did not save Rayshard Brooks, it killed him. Militarized policing did not save Deacon Johnny Holloman, it killed him. Militarized policing did not save Manuel Torres Tortuguita, who died defending the very forest that we claim to love. And it won't save us now. It's not saving the people in Gaza. And it won't save the people of the city of Atlanta. Public safety isn't buildings. Public safety isn't bullets. Public safety isn't badges. Public safety is built with care. It's built with compassion, and it's built with community. It's built with programs like PAD that show up at times of crisis and offer a real pathway forward. But instead of investing in these solutions, you have chosen to throw more money into a system that has failed us time and time and time again. But as Kwame Ture Stokely Carmichael once said, the people must organize to seize power. We must organize to take back what is rightfully ours. And today, on behalf of the 116,000 Atlantans who have organized to take their future back, I say the future is ours. They have put the signatures on this petition demanding that you halt this madness, but you have chosen to ignore them. So this is what needs to happen now. Today I'm demanding, under no uncertain terms, the immediate funding for PAD, not just a stopgap, but the immediate funding for PAD, all of its money, today. And that the administration end the appeal against the petition and verify the signatures so that the people can decide. Because as Angela Davis said, I am no longer accepting the things that I cannot change. I am changing the things that I cannot accept. And we, the people of this city, cannot accept this. So council members, I ask you this: will you listen to the people of this city, or will you silence them? Will you be remembered as leaders who defended democracies, or ones who stood by while it died? Donald Trump isn't the only threat to democracy in the United States of America. The people of Atlanta have spoken, and if you refuse to listen to them, you've made a mistake that people will remember in 2025, when it's time to organize, when it's time to resist, and when it's time to win. This is your moment, Atlanta. This is your moment. We have a city council election just this year. This is our moment. The future of public safety and the future of communities and the future of this city is at stake, and the power belongs to us, the people of this city. Will you stand with us, or will you stand in our way? Thank you all.
Thank you.